My mother was a very spiritual mother. She worked as the assistant director of FIBA Radio. And my father was an aerospace scientist, an accomplished academician in the scientific world. So both of them were really high up there. And I was the firstborn in the family. And neither could I match up my mother's spirituality nor my father's academic aspirations for my life. I went to a school where they did not encourage me. They did not value me. I was a guy who would ask questions. My way of learning is by asking questions. I keep asking questions to learn. Now, asking questions is not wrong. Asking questions is not wrong. Ask so that you can learn. Don't ask so that you can show how smart you are. No. Ask. And I struggled because my teachers did not value my questions. So very soon, I became a high school dropout. I was thrown out of my school. Just imagine, I don't even have 10th standard. I'm not a 10th standard passed guy. And I struggled with identity. I struggled with value. I struggled with my own personal life because my younger brother and 3 sisters were so smart, good looking, talented. And all the wrong things of my family was embedded in me. And everything good my brother and 3 sisters had. They could sing so well. Since my mom worked for FIBA Radio, every time they were featured singing in the radio at the radio station. And I was this odd guy in the family when nobody valued me. So if you say that, Benny, I'm also useless, I understand that. I had no talents, I had no value, I had nothing. And at 16, the doctors gave me 6 months to live when they found out that my health was going down. I was born with asthma, and from the age of 2 till the age of 16, I was on wrong medication. And as a result of that, 60% of my lungs got damaged and my immune system broke down and I developed rheumatoid arthritis. So you see, by 16, I was completely hopeless. Normally, you see, when you are a bad person, you will have bad company. Right? If the good people reject you, at least the bad people are there. But in my case, I was rejected by everybody. So since I didn't do well in studies, I was thrown out of school. Then I was a very good athlete. I was very passionate about sports. But at the age of 13, I was hit by a javelin. It was an accident. So my spine got damaged and I could not continue my sports. Then I tried to join the gangsters. But then the gangsters said, you need to know how to fight. But I was so weak. They said, you cannot be part of us. I tried to join the alcoholics. But then the smell of alcohol will trigger my asthma. So I said, I will not drink. Can I be part of you? They said, no. Finally, what was left was the smokers. Then I tried to join the smokers, but then I only had 40% lungs. So I can't even breathe properly. And I said, can I just join you without smoking? They said, no. I went for music lessons when I was 15, and on the first day the guitar teacher said, don't come back again. You have no qualities of music, because I was tone deaf and beat deaf. And I grew up as a very timid person. My voice sounds like a girl. So people used to bully me. They used to make fun of me. I was teased from my childhood. So I would not speak in public because everybody laughed at my voice. But this is how God created me. And I struggled with my identity, with my image. I had very low self-esteem. And with all of this, at 16, I wanted to kill myself. I was rejected by the good, I was rejected by the bad. I tell the world that I was so bad that even the devil rejected me. And at 16, I wanted to kill myself. At the lowest point of my life is when I went to a youth camp, only to please my mother. And I heard the audible voice of Jesus Christ. Jesus said, Benny, even though everybody calls you useless, I want you. I can transform your life and make you a new person. Friends, sometimes church can be boring. Sometimes sermons can be boring. But I can guarantee you, Jesus is never boring. So don't mix up with tradition to encounter. Sometimes our traditions can become meaningless for us. We can have so many questions why we are doing this and that. But one thing I can guarantee you, that Jesus is above all these things.